This is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to cover this article called Instagram Users Continue to Call for Amber Heard to be Cancelled. And the reason that they're picking out Instagram users is because that's where Amber has the largest platform. On Twitter, she's got over 150,000 followers. I think it's closer to 165, but she doesn't get much attention on Twitter. And on Instagram, she's got supposedly 4 million. Now, some people think that number is a little bit exaggerated or unnaturally altered, but for the sake of argument, she's definitely got the most followers and quite a lot of followers on Instagram. So they start by saying, when E! News reposted the photo of Heard with her new baby to their page, many Instagram users called on outlets to stop giving attention to an abuser, which I will talk about at the end of this video. But first I want to get through the article. Amber Heard posted a photo to her Instagram page on July 16th, just days after being trolled on her announcement about the arrival of her child. Now you notice how they always have to use the word trolled or something like that. How about just criticized? How about called out? How about a word like that? Why is it always trolled? You know, unfortunately, there always will be some trolls in the group. However, let's just look at the whole overall message of the group, the inquiry of the group. You know, inquiry is not trolling. They continue. It seems as though Instagram users have just about had it with the attention she is being given. On July 1st, Heard posted a birth announcement to her Instagram page. Her caption revealed that she had a baby by surrogate and has wanted a child for years. Heard's daughter was born in April, but she has kept this private until now. And when they say she has wanted a child for years, that doesn't mean that she's been saying she's wanted a child for years. That means she just said it like last week, just really recently, because she puts everything online. She's got dozens of pictures of herself getting drunk with wine and guns, and her friend Ayo Tillet driving around with no pants, fake photos going to Black Lives Matter rallies. She's got her nipples showing in Istanbul. She's got her photos for the Johnny fans, which you could in some way or another call troll photos. You know, it's just like someone who puts every minute of their life on social media would probably mention at some point how she's always wanted a baby. Now, I've said this before, you know, on this channel. I don't know literally everything she's posted, but she hasn't really made it clear. And here's the product placement picture she did for Apple. No, wait a minute. I mean, this is the second picture she posted of her baby. On July 16th, Heard posted yet another photo of herself and her baby with the following caption. But I do find it funny how the brand of the computer and the very large corporate brand is like right out there on this post when she knows she's getting attention. You know, kind of feels like product placement for her life. But I digress. Maybe that's a story for another time. Although the comments on the original post were limited, Heard still received much criticism when E! News reposted the photo to their page. Many Instagram users called on outlets like E! News to stop giving attention to Heard altogether, which I want to talk about real soon, but let's get through the rest. Some brought up the hashtag Justice for JD and said that Heard's name should not receive any more publicity. Others stated that they simply don't care because they don't celebrate abusers. But it seems like some companies kind of are. And we know who they are. Heard and Depp's messy divorce has been highly publicized in the last few years. Heard filed for divorce from actor Johnny Depp, alleging that he has been verbally and physically abusive throughout their relationship. She also filed a restraining order against him on the grounds of domestic abuse. Now, I don't know, man. I've said here I take some verbal abuse, but I have to say this. Verbal abuse isn't really easy to come up with in like 1 year that's like really hurtful. You kind of got to get to know the person to be like very seriously verbally abusive. Yes, you could say, shut the hell up, you suck, do this. You can be mean to anybody and yell at anybody, but like to really give somebody psychological verbal abuse, you really got to know them and like spend some time with them. Like the abuse I get now is like things that I haven't done right in years, things about how I'm raising my kids, things that like really, really, develop over time. So I'm not saying you can't be verbally abusive to someone in a short amount of time, but if I just met someone like last week, that verbal abuse is more just like name calling and speculation and things like that. So anyway, that's my opinion on that. But as far as the physical abuse, there's zero evidence. Once again, zero evidence Johnny Depp ever abused anyone, actually. TMZ posted a video that Heard took of Johnny while they were married that seemed to support her claims Depp also had a history of alcohol abuse. Oh man, mother effer, I keep going over this over and over and over. These stupid articles. What's alcohol abuse? Getting drunk a few times? Getting drunk after a fucking rock and roll show? Getting drunk after the, release of like $1 billion feature film or something? Getting drunk on your day off? What's alcohol abuse? I'm so sick of these fucking loose definitions these days of everything. So I can't really take that seriously. And like I mentioned before, we've got dozens of pictures of Amber Heard drinking like crazy with her friends, alone, with strangers, all over. So that point is completely irrelevant. However, Depp denied many of the claims of abuse and has even claimed that Heard has abused him. No shit. And later, when incriminating audio of Heard verbally abusing Depp was released, this turned out to be very true. It was also later revealed that Depp was the one who called the marriage off after finding human excrement in their bed, which was hers or her friend Rachel or Isle Tillett or something like that. It wasn't the dog. It wasn't Boo. No way. No how. So, they conveniently say audio of Heard verbally abusing Depp. Well, it wasn't quite that. Yes, that too. But it was audio of her admitting that she physically abused Johnny Depp. I guess facts don't really come easy when you're writing an article and you're trying to play the middle. Many social media users took Depp's side as shown by the comments above and have called for abuse of males to receive more of the attention that it deserves. One report by Parody states that 2 in 5 of all domestic violence victims are men. The study also shows that men assaulted by their partners often go ignored by the police, which is, yeah, I guess I could see that being true. Parody, if I'm saying that right, is an organization which has been promoting equal rights for males and females. The organization provides statistics of domestic violence and abuse. It also educates about how sexual politics has driven a polarizing narrative on male abuse. And here's what I really wanted to rant about a little bit, is that a lot of people have come around here not only about this situation, but also about earlier content of mine against other actors and companies and things like that. Mostly I'm thinking about Lucasfilms, Kathleen Kennedy, Rian Johnson, and said, hey, if you guys stop giving them attention, that'll be good. But there's two things. Number one, channels this size, or even like 100,000 subscribers, we are reporting on what the top people report. We, 99% of the time, have no way to get the information faster than these top news outlets. Well, maybe, 9 out of 10. Once in a while, a YouTuber stumbles upon something. But as far as like statements the stars make and celebs make, we can't get those. We need to get those secondhand for the most part. So it really has to come from the top down with not giving attention, okay? You can't really start from the bottom, which is like social media accounts on Twitter, YouTube, that have small followings. That doesn't work. Furthermore, it's not really even the platforms that are responsible for giving her attention. It's the users who take interest and get, clicking on the videos she's on, the articles that she's in. Because if those articles and videos didn't get clicks, didn't get attention, didn't get tons of comments, positive or negative, then they write a lot less about it. Now, I'm going to report on everything. I have some morals here. I like to do the right thing. I haven't stopped on Star Wars. I've just slowed down. So if, for some reason, the main media or the bigger platforms took Amber and Johnny out, I'd follow it the best I could. Absolutely. I will never stop, probably ever, making videos at this point on Johnny Depp to some extent. But I have to follow what's available. And if it became less available through the sources I regularly check on Twitter, on the internet, in the mainstream media, then I'd naturally do a little bit less of it. So my bottom line is, it's really the users, it's you guys who have the power to let us know with the platforms, big or small, what you want to see and what you want to talk about. And it just so happens, in this case, there's more, that Amber Heard is unique. So imagine if people said in 2017, don't give her attention, she's the abuser, or 2018 in November, when those audio tapes pretty much came out, I think around that time. Well, if we stopped then, we wouldn't be able to expose all the other shit she's done in between 2018 and 2021, which was fucking a lot. So it's a double-edged sword. You can't just say, stop, don't give her attention, that's it, because we need to expose the things she's doing to new people and new audiences, especially people who don't follow Johnny Depp so closely and don't know what's going on. Kind of like I was in the beginning, around a year and a half ago. I knew it was up. I knew the deal, but it felt strange. So I checked it out because of some other channels that were doing it. And hopefully that's what we'll do here. So the exposure is really important. So yes, there is some value on some level in just ignoring the people, that we're criticizing. But on the other hand, if we don't keep criticizing them, then people can't learn about them. Then it's just up to the, courts and a few people to decide their fate. And when it's out of the public opinion, it's a little easier just to say, well, let her go. No one's watching, no one's listening. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. It's pretty complex, actually. You guys let me know what you think about it down below, about her Instagram, about the baby, about anything going on. Covered quite a few things in this video. Consider subscribing here, doing Depp vs. Heard, little Meghan Markle, little Britney Spears now in the news, whatever comes up. If you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad. But I'll get over it. See you next time.